What's up, guys? It's your boy H Dog, and I'm back here today to talk about some more Cyberpunk 2077 news. Because when asked about would the game have any loot boxes or stuff like that, simply no. Uh, and this is coming from the game director himself. Um, and he says, and I quote: "If you buy a full price game, you should get a big polished piece of content. I would rather call it a community. I would rather call it a community backlash." He's talking about Battlefront 2. And this time around, it wasn't just a hardcore community. There were a lot of people really pissed off. Um, where we stand is quite simple. And you can see it with all of our past releases with The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and Gwent. If you buy a full price game, you should get a big polished piece of content which gives you many hours of fun gameplay. And that is what I got from the Wild Hunt. It was fun, it was just amazing. Uh, to one point in the game, I almost got choked up because of how awesome the game was. And I'm not even joking. Um, the definition, he goes on to say, the definition of many may vary in a title by title basis, but in our case it was always 50-60 hours of the main storyline with up to a couple of hundred of hours of side activities. If you really wanted to max out the title, to me this is a fair deal. You get what you paid for, plus we're always trying to best to over deliver. There's no better PR than a happy gamer recommending your title to their friends. Amen. You are preaching to the choir. And they pretty much are giving you extra content for players. Which is why they are so beloved right now in the gaming industry. And they go on to say what we call expansions, not DLC, mind you. Things like add-ons way back in the Baldur's Gate era, which I wish I was playing the game back then. We released two expansions like that, and each of them was a meaningful piece of content delivering many hours of new story and gameplay. Finally, there are DLCs. For us, there's small pieces of content. For us, there are small pieces of content which should be available for free, and that was the case with The Witcher 3. The above covers full price titles, but there's also free to play territory. That here we have Gwent, where you could buy card kegs and some vanity items. Again, the deal is simple. You can play the game for free and craft your desired card collection this way, or decide to spend money on and get card kegs. The choice is yours, and the only thing you pay for is time and convenience. And it's refreshing to say the least, honestly. The CD Projekt Red, they're the old school game devs of I'd say 10 years ago roughly, where you would get a full game. And aren't that many like that out there. You can add Bethesda in there along with Sony as well. Because with Bethesda and Sony, now Bethesda, sometimes they may not make the best polished games, but they deliver a huge game, a good game nonetheless. And they're heavily committed to single player. Uh, Bethesda is. CD Projekt Red, we know they're not going to give up on single player, even though there's supposed to be some online elements in the game, I think. Um, but yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. I don't even need to see gameplay. I mean, I'm going to see gameplay to see how it looks, but it's one of them games I'm just gonna pre-order just because I trust CD Projekt Red and I trust their words. And honestly, something like this is quite refreshing to hear, especially with the EA, especially with the EAs of the world. and Activision and Warner Brother Games. This is refreshing to hear. Uh, I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. It's gonna get pre-order day one. I'm gonna get it. It's without a shadow of a doubt. I'm highly looking forward to this game. It is this really is no surprise coming from them. I mean, I already knew how they were. Uh, cause they are old school game developers, and people like EA should take notes. But they'll never take notes of someone else. Never. They'll always just, be EA and EA things up for everybody. Um, but with that being said, guys, what do you guys think about this? Are you excited about Cyberpunk 2077? Do you like CD Projekt Red as much as I do? Let me know down in the comments below, and we can have a discussion about it. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tap the notification bell. That way you stay up to date on all my content, and you'll never miss a video. And until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.